Alright, so I just got back from watching No Way Home, and I gotta say, it was fucking awesome, bro. That movie did way better than I thought it would. Like, I thought, I normally movies kind of like bore me. I don't know. Things don't really get me very interested anymore. I'm kind of just a fucking, like, boring ass person to be watching movies. I kind of just sit there and be like, okay, that's not really realistic, but okay. But this movie, bro, like, I like the way they did all kinds of stuff. They were like the acrobatics, like the fighting scenes were fucking cool. The things that they did with man's webs, like, I don't really want to spoil anything right now, but I mean that movie was kind of almost like something that I needed because I haven't gone and watched a movie in a while because they're fucking boring. And then COVID, and I mean, like there ain't really any good movies really, or at least that I've seen. I mean, maybe I'm just missing out, and like I don't know. Maybe I should go see more movies, but this fucking movie was good. Uh, I mean, the chemistry between fucking Peter Parker and or what's his name, Tom Holland, and Zendaya. Uh, I mean, fuck, man, that's the kind of bond like everyone wants, and it was really nice and touching. Like, I got bitch eye a couple of times in this movie, and like I was looking around, and I was like, yo, nobody saw that, right? Like, you're crying, I'm not crying, but like it was fucking good, man. I liked it. I liked like, I mean, obviously from the stuff in the trailer, like whenever they started going into the multiverse or messing with like time and shit, it was wild, dude. Like I thought it was fucking cool. Uh like CGI has gone so far now, man. It's fucking cool. Like some of it, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, some of it was kind of like, bro, like that looks kind of corny. Like with Doctor Octopus, some of the CGI with him, I was like, it looks like I'm playing a video game. But then like you see some of the shit later on in the movie, and you're like, oh, okay, that's where all the CGI went. So like I don't know, man. And then like it was just fucking cool. I'm so glad I got to see it in movie theaters because if I'd have just waited and watched it in my room, like even with my headphones, like yeah, it would be cool. But man, them subs in that theater, and then just like hearing other people kind of like, like the energy of the room when in the room when shit happens, and like some shit happens in this movie, and it's a good movie, dude. I would definitely recommend it. I would say honestly, man, if you can take a date, watch this movie, bro. It's like a good romantic comedy, fucking serious, like fun, kind of wacky, all in one pack. It was good. They did a lot. And I mean, I don't know how much more I could say without spoiling anything. Uh, I could say the story was kind of crazy. Like, um, I could tell you the what are they called, the previews for it. It kind of throw you off. Like the previews, man, they did such a good job. Like I don't know, the previews kind of like led you on this one trail, and you start thinking that, and then the way the movie kind of wraps up, it's like it's it's gonna leave you kind of just like, what, like what? But I mean, it was wild, dude. It was good. I really liked it. I would recommend anyone go see it. I don't think it's one of those things where they do it in theater for like one day, right? I don't know why a lot of theaters nowadays are doing like only, or movies are being like only in theaters this day. I don't know what's going on with that, but I would say if you can, go watch this in theaters, or like watch it in a movie room with subs, because whenever like shit start kicking in, and like, man, the music and the fighting and the fucking like everything, and then the entrances, like it's gnarly. It's really gnarly. But yeah, now for spoilers. Holy shit, dude. I did not expect them to actually pull out the fucking Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. They really brought it out. It was so fucking crazy. Like literally, I was expecting it. Everyone was expecting it, right? Especially from the like whenever people were trying to leak everything, and they were showing the images of like I think it was like Sandman, Electro, and the Lizard, Dr. Connors. They were all three like attacking what looked like one Spider-Man because they cut out the other two. But whenever they leaked the images from like India or something, you could see the lizard's head getting like hit, and so that obviously it was getting hit by something and it was invisible. So everyone was like, yeah, they're gonna be in the movie. And I mean, they fucking were, and it didn't disappoint. I thought the bromance was funny as fuck. Andrew Garfield was like way cornier than I remember, like, you know, and like he was like hella extra. I don't know if that's how he really was in the other two, or maybe they were just trying to make it extra funny. I mean, some of it was kind of like, okay, bro, like, calm down. Like, you're trying too hard to be funny. Like, whenever he was like, oh, I love you guys so much, or whatever, it's like, okay, bro, we get it. But, I mean, the chemistry between them three was pretty cool. When they started, like, swinging off of each other, that shit was fucking cool. I mean, all of it, man. The acting was great from all of them. I mean, you could tell they got old, bro. Tobey Maguire looked like he about to turn to dust. But, I mean, they did good. Like, I'm sure they had someone filling in for him for all the choreography, like jumping around and flipping and shit. But it was good, man. I liked it. I thought it was really good. Like I said, some parts kind of made me tear up. I had to kind of just like, you know, like, what the hell's up with the dust in here, bro? You guys need to call someone. And I mean, it was cool. The story was kind of weird. I don't know how I felt about it at the end, whenever everything kind of like wrapped up, because it kind of just makes it to where the entire movie didn't mean anything, you know, like it kind of made it to where the whole thing was pointless and none of that ever happened. But I mean, at the end of the day, it still was like a good movie, so it was still enjoyable. But it's so crazy, like, I don't know. And then whenever he went to go see Mary Jane, and, you know, like, he basically had to kind of just, like, let her go because, you know, like, he doesn't want to keep hurting her because she deserves better. I was like, I feel you on that, bro. That was like, touching. And, yeah, like, now nobody knows who he is, and he's just kind of, like, alone. And I was like, bro, like, but, I mean, that sets it up for a whole another new Spider-Man to do anything, you know? Like, it could literally be anything the next movie. Oh, but at the end, if you stay to the end, it was so cool. If you stay to the end, it shows, fucking, what's his name? The one that plays Venom in the movie Venom, and the new Venom that just came out, the one, Let There Be Carnage. I haven't seen that one. And I saw the first Venom, but it was kind of like, maybe I got to rewatch it. But I was, like, falling asleep during it. I was, like, crazy bored. Like, maybe it just didn't catch me. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention, but I don't know. I thought it was kind of corny. Maybe, like I said, maybe I just got to rewatch it. But he even made an appearance at the end of this movie, like after the credits. And then he goes back into his universe, but he left a piece of him, like a little symbiote piece of the Venom, you know? So that's about to start spreading out. And then it's crazy because as soon as that happened, the credits started again, right? So I'm thinking like, okay, the end credits, there's the little movie or the little cliffhanger at the end, you know? So I start leaving, and he's like, oh, you're not going to stay for the other one? And I was like, another one? And the worker was like, yeah, like there's another end credit scene. And I was like, what? Okay. And I stuck around for at the end of all the credits. I thought I got trolled because the fucking credits were like, I felt like it was half the damn movie. Like, the movie was long as hell. It was like 2 hours, 30 minutes. And I'm thinking 30 minutes was the fucking wrapping up. Because, I mean, a lot of people did a lot of work on this movie. It was crazy, dude. It was fucking cool. Like, hella dope. But, yeah, and then at the very, very end, it shows, like, I'm guessing it's going to be a new Doctor Strange movie. But that shit looks crazy, too. I don't know if it was, like, I don't know if the symbiote, like, the Venom is going to play part in that. But there's like an evil Doctor Strange, and that shit looks gnarly. It's like him, like the good one, and then an evil one of him. And I mean, obviously he can do like anything in the universe with his fucking magic. So this evil one is basically like one of the strongest people that they're gonna have to fight at all. And he's not gonna remember Peter Parker. Nobody remembers him because of the spell that he casts. Like, nobody remembers that he's Spider-Man. None of the Avengers are gonna remember him. It's literally like a fresh start. Nobody knows who Spider-Man is. It's just some dude swinging around the city. So it's gonna be crazy to see how they're gonna have to introduce him to everyone again, or maybe they'll end up just going back and like fixing the fact that he erased everyone's memory and it'll just go back to what it was. And then I don't know. It was also crazy because whenever the like space time continuum, I don't really know what you would call it, but whenever there was like rips in space and like people were flooding through, they look like warriors or like gods or something, like wearing helmets with horns and shit and like gladiator gear. I don't know, that shit looked crazy. I was like, what the hell is this, like Immortals type shit? But I have no idea, man. That movie was pretty dope though, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely recommend it. I would, on a scale from 1 to 100, I think I would give it a solid 95. I give it a 95. And I'm a little biased because Spider-Man's my favorite superhero, bro. But I mean, with good reason. The fool is dope as fuck. He's fucking cool. Prove me wrong. You won't, because he's fucking cool. He could climb on walls and fucking jump high, and he's strong as shit, and he could swing. Like, that shit seems fun, man. But yeah. I definitely recommend to see it. See ya.